Alright, scrappers, welcome to the channel. We're talking faucets today. We get a lot of these. We find them in garbage dumpsters all over the place. Some people are lucky enough to get them from plumbers, and they can be a great source for small amounts of copper, brass fittings. Sometimes they're completely made of brass, or other times they are aluminum. Some parts of them might be zinc. And yeah, they ain't real hard to take apart. I should have probably gotten an Allen wrench set out for doing this. Anytime you see these little things here that usually will show like the hot and the cold, that's usually where they hide the Allen screw under there. So that'll usually pop off of there. I'm about ready to jab my finger, so watch carefully. Why won't that pop out of there? There we go. And as you can see down in there, there's an Allen wrench or a set screw. This one here, it's got a, I don't know if that one pops out of there or not. It doesn't really look like it. Oh yeah, there we go. So let me see if I can find an Allen wrench quick. Okay, there we found an Allen wrench. Wasn't even really tight. Allen wrench is there. There we got the handle off. Let's see if it's brass or if it's going to be the aluminum. Okay, that's going to be either aluminum or zinc. So, not sure which it is. We can test it for zinc later. Let's check this part here. Boy, that was actually sparking, so that's going to be probably stainless steel. Take this off here. Chances are that's stainless. Yeah, it's stainless or aluminum, one of the two. My little filter thing's junk. Okay, let's see if we can get a channel locks here. Try to unscrew this. They don't give you a whole lot of room to grab on there. Guess I don't need to worry about scratching it, huh? Okay, now there's definitely a piece of brass that's in there, and the rest of it is probably not brass. So let's check that. Yeah, it's not all brass, so we just got to use a screwdriver to, oh no, it's just turning right out. Thought we were gonna have to hit it. Come on. So there's a little piece of brass there. Little piece of cast aluminum probably. All right, now little ball thing comes out of there. That's either stainless, I would say stainless, or brass, one of the two, because it's actually in the water, so we don't want it to rust. She was sparking, so that was stainless steel. All right, now let's see about If we can cut these off. We got those there. These braided lines are usually stainless steel and brass fitting there on the end. Normally when I do these, I do them in the vise. I'll put them in here. So that's going to be brass there. This little nut on it is also brass. Sometimes those can be a trick to get off of there. You wind up having to take your grinder and cut them this way. So yeah, we'll just put those aside. Let's cut these off. So two nice pieces of #1 copper there. Now getting that thing out of there, that's the tricky part. How is that gonna come out of there? Looks like there's actually a brass. Looks like there's a brass nut right in there holding it in. I don't know what tool to use to get it out of there other than this tool. So now we should be able to get that out of there. And it might not be brass. It might be aluminum. We got, yeah, it sounds like aluminum. It's silver in the end, so I think that's just an aluminum piece. It definitely screwed into there. Should be able to get it out without unscrewing it. So yeah, that's playing around with me. There we go. Bent that. Now, will that fall out of there now? Or has it got to come out the... It's got to go that way. There we go. So this is going to be a piece of aluminum there. Huh. I don't know why that doesn't come out one way or the other. It probably does. But I'll just bend or cut that the rest of the way there, and then hopefully we can pry that apart enough to, or break that other side off. This is just there might be a little bit of brass in there. I don't know if you want to try to get that out of there or not. I usually don't, just because I'd rather spend more time on the golf course. These are probably steel. Where'd old Sticky go? Here he is. Yeah, see, those are steel, so we'll have to unscrew those out of there. So the faucets can be a little fiddly, as E-Waste Ben would say. Little fiddly. So that threaded rod just goes into shred. Let me know in the comments, do you mess around taking these apart? Or would you have just snipped off the copper you could see and throw the rest right into shred? Because there probably wasn't 5 pounds of total here. So you're gonna have, you know, 5 times 7, about 35 cents worth. So now this thing here is definitely probably cast aluminum, tiny little bit of brass, tiny little bit of copper, some shred steel. How's this baby gonna come apart? This is one of them fancy dancy ones that you can pull out like this and spray. Only somebody cut the other end off. I don't know if it pays to get this out. I don't know if this almost feels like it could be plastic. Be honest with you, let's test it. Yes, that is plastic. She just molts up and turns almost a gooey plastic. So I'm just going to throw that straight into the garbage can. How about the rest of this though? I don't know if that is pressed in there. Yep, that plastic thing's in there. Or no, maybe it's not. It's steel or something. Yeah. Or there's steel inside of that. Whoops, I threw it in the garbage instead of in the old shred bucket. Now I don't know how that comes apart. Like that probably, huh? Just like that it comes apart, Dennis. That was sparking like crazy, so that's gonna be stainless. That's turning, but it doesn't seem to be unscrewing anything. Doesn't know how to screw very well. There's little tabs there. Come on, get that plastic tab to bend up. Holy man, look at that. No, there's another a little tinier one. Ow! Chihuahua! Woo-hoo! Whoa, she drew blood, man. She drew blood. Ugh. And being on my blood thinner, she might blood a lot. Put a little pressure on it, Dennis. Yeah, that old screwdriver really jabs good. She's a good jabbing screwdriver. See, that sucker will just keep bleeding because of them damn blood thinners I'm on. I may have to put a Band-Aid on it. Time out. Sucker just keeps bleeding. I jabbed it pretty damn good, I think. Pretty damn good I jabbed her in there. It was an ouchie wah-wah one. Woo! All right, that'll work. How do you like that Band-Aid box? She's metal. When was the last time you seen a metal Band-Aid box? All right, so in between the blood here, we'll try to get this set screw out of here. Come on, would you get in there? They sure put those in the craziest doggone positions. Let's hold off a second. Let's try to get this stupid plastic thing off there. You know, I ain't gonna mess around with it. Should have did that right away in the first place. All right, so it looks like this piece is going to be aluminum. Just have to get this stupid handle off of here. There we go. Come on. When she finally goes in that darn hole, she goes way in there. I think it's ready to come off. But let's take that out because it's probably a steel set screw. Okay, there we go. Another piece of, it's probably aluminum. Now we got that piece to take off of there. Again, no reason to worry about scratching it. No reason to worry about scratching that sucker. Let's see how different this one is than that last one. Oh, look at that big piece of brass going on in there. Woo! Come on, get out of there. And then it's got, see if I can jab myself with this now. Trying to get this little gasket thing off of here. Why are you messing around to try to jab yourself, Dennis? Oh, that was plastic. It wasn't rubbery. All right, now that screws on there. We got some more stuff here in the vise. In the vise, man. So that's gonna have to go that way. That probably won't get in there tight enough to turn it. Yeah. So there is an other alternative we could do with that. Well, we could put it back in the vise. I think this piece is plastic. It's plastic. Sure is. plastic. But that's a nice little piece of brass we got going on there. So now to get that sucker out of there, there's two more. I don't know if those are Allens. Those look like them star ones. Will Allen work in there? It's looking like it. Sure, those things are in my way. They're like straws, like plastic straws. Wow, there's like all kinds of white beads down in here. Wonder what that was from. Little white beads. You wouldn't think it would have gotten in there. Oh, there, that fell right out of there. Yeah, I don't know what these little white beads are in there. Oh, it's like calcium or something. They don't just brush off. All right, so now we got another piece of brass down in here. And that's, I got two Allens holding that, and now I don't have the right size. It's not a real big piece, but we'll get her out of there. But anyways, turn on the old faucet for profits by taking this stuff apart, people. And why not just watch one of the cool videos of mine that's on screen right now?